All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The clothes I'm wearing are from the Igbo tribe of Nigeria, and is typically called Isiagu, meaning the head of a lion or the head of a tiger, depending on your flavor of interpretation. A few weeks ago, I read the story of it was like a contention on social media about how old each of the tribes of Nigeria were. The writer was of Igbo origin, and he was asserting that the Igbos were around in Nigeria, was it 3,000 years before the other tribes, before the other major tribes of Nigeria. And the contention was there, but my concern was not the contention. My concern was the fact that these tribes have been around in this continent, on this continent, for thousands of years, and yet we are millennia behind the rest of the world. Now, I think one of the reasons that happened, one of the advantages civilizations like Europe and Asia had over us, was the fact that they had writing. They recorded and documented their lives. One generation documents their lives and passes on where they stopped in their progress to the next generation. The generation that picks up from there is starting off not from the beginning of the progression of development, but from the point which the previous generation stopped. One of our banes in Africa is the fact that a lot of things our forefathers discovered were not recorded. They were not recorded in writing. They were not recorded in a holistic, complete form. They were merely passed on orally from one generation to another. And if this, my friend, was right, for thousands of years. I think thousands of years can still sustain backwardness if we fail to write down or document our lives. My name is Kenneth Igiri, and you are on my vlog. And today, one of the key things I want to point out to you is that I have written another book entitled If I Were to Live Again. It is not a full biography, but it is a book in which I have picked up certain key lessons of my life, and I try to put them together in such a way that somebody who is younger than I am reading it will be able to pick some things and make his life or her life better. I'm not a particularly popular person, but I think sometimes the ordinary lives of ordinary people are more relevant to the rest of the ordinary people of the world. Ordinary in quotes, because each of us are unique, and we have our audience, and we have our impact that we are designed to make on this planet. So the book is basically key lessons of my life at the junction of life where I find myself. It's a junction which most people reflect on their lives. Some people find themselves wanting that they say, okay, no, I should have done this way, I should have done this that way. Some people relapse into some kind of what people call midlife crisis because they feel they have not achieved much. But the point of the book is not a book of regrets. It's a book of it's a book of lessons that I feel that younger people can pick up on and make better use of their lives. Documenting our lives is an amazing way of ensuring that the people coming after us are doing better than we are. Incidentally, just today, as I'm recording this video, the most revered Serena Williams was beaten at the Wimbledon Open. She has been champion for many years, but her disposition towards her successor, I believe her name is Solana or something like that, is very encouraging. She knew that yes, this young lady of young teenager deserved to take over the baton of leadership in the world of tennis. I think we should orient our thoughts that way too, that somebody younger than us has come of age and is able to take over. Do we have something to give to that person that will tell that person, you can start from here and you can take your life forward? I think that's what I've tried to do with this book, If I Were to Live again. The book is available on Amazon, and one of the things I've noticed in our part of the world is that people like to hold on to a physical, tangible book. Well, that is good, but I think that using Kindle, which Amazon so kindly provided, is still a great way to read our books in this day and age. It's like one more useful thing you can do on your phone or on your laptop, reading a book on Amazon. It's just on read.amazon.com. I have a number of books which I have read online this way, and it's quite rewarding. You don't have to get up from your work. You can I once in a while I read in the office, alternating my reading with my work, and it proves very useful if you are able to just register on Amazon. Having an Amazon account is not very difficult. It's just an email address that you need, and my book is not so expensive, but I believe the value that you derive from it, both as a young person and as someone in midlife like myself, or like someone a little older, is something that is worth much more than the meager amount of money that I'm offering it for. I would encourage you, go online this moment to Amazon.com and get a copy of this book, If I Were to Live Again. Remember why I started. Documenting our lives is one sure way of making sure that the generations coming after us will do better than we have done. Once again, my name is Kenneth Igiri, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video.